Although commonly believed to be simply a popular vice or recreational activity, the fact is that a wide assortment of hallucinogenic drugs have been used since ancient times as part of initiation ceremonies into various pagan mystery religions, such as the rites of Eleusis. In World War II, the Swiss chemist Dr. Albert Hofmann found himself working on strains of ergot, a fungus that grows on wheat which he found contained strong hallucinogenic properties. Dr. Hofmann extracted a substance called lysergic acid dithylamide from this ergot in 1943, which became known far and wide as LSD-25. Throughout the Cold War, Hofmann's LSD-25 continued to be developed by MI6 and the CIA and tested on millions of unsuspecting human guinea pigs across the military, schools, and psychiatric hospitals of America, Canada, and England. In 1974, Dr. Hofmann wrote a book dubbed The Road to Eleusis alongside former J.P. Morgan Vice President Gordon Wasson, which posited that this hallucinogenic substance had been known to the priests of the ancient mystery religions, which used a myriad of psychoactive drugs from opium to mushrooms and ergot to induce altered states during initiation ceremonies. It was the view of the authors of The Road to Eleusis that the time had come to revive these ancient practices in the modern age. It is here again that we find Henry Luce as pioneer of MKUltra propaganda, with his Life magazine being the first major press agency to promote the notion that psychedelic mushrooms were a gateway to a new spiritual liberation. This was accomplished through the 1957 publication of J.P. Morgan Vice President R. Gordon Wasson's article, Seeking the Magic Mushroom, documenting the banker's CIA-sponsored 1955 hallucinogenic pilgrimage to Mexico. Wasson's highly publicized report in Life magazine and nationwide speaking tour to hundreds of universities served as a guidebook for millions of young beatniks and hippies who would follow his footsteps into their own drug-induced initiation ceremonies in the coming decades. These countless young admirers of Wasson would learn to shed their outdated beliefs in nationalism, family traditions, morality, and God in favor of a radically new, sexualized, drug-laced spirituality. Apparently, the only people over 30 whom the burgeoning New Age movement were expected to trust were those old people giving away free drugs. One of those early disciples of Wasson was a man named Terence McKenna, who throughout the 1980s and 1990s did the most to promote psilocybins through his Green Earth Foundation, which found vast patronage from none other than Lawrence Rockefeller. McKenna distinguished himself by not only promoting psilocybins, but also added his own thesis that benevolent aliens communicate to humanity via these mind drugs. Apparently, getting high was all that humanity's elites need to do in order to communicate with advanced ETs in other dimensions, who have been kind enough to give us those technologies needed to build pyramids, Taj Mahals, or even modern science itself. The unification of extraterrestrial communication and psychoactive drugs became a normal component of the New Age cosmology and played a role in Lawrence Rockefeller's creation of the Disclosure Project in 1992, employing a former military physician named Stephen Greer as its spokesman. Over the coming years, the Disclosure Project served as an umbrella organization tying together hundreds of UFO truth groups under a unified control as the Soviet Union collapsed, winning the support of key figures within the new Clinton White House, including both Bill and Hillary Clinton, as well as John Podesta. It was while following Lawrence Rockefeller's initiative that Bill Clinton released thousands of classified UFO documents to the public in 1993, and it was also during this time that Hillary began visiting Lawrence's ranch. John Podesta made his UFO coming out party widely known in 2002 and has continued to devote himself to UFO disclosure for the next 22 years. The irony that a J.P. Morgan vice president, a Rockefeller family patriarch, and a fascist media mogul would become patrons of the counterculture was lost on many. It is also worth noting that Henry Luce was not just a promoter of magic mushrooms and aliens, but was also an avid consumer of LSD-25 and did more than anyone alive to popularize this drug as well. Luce's biographer Stephen Siff wrote of the mogul's embrace of LSD.
Time and life were fascinated by LSD. Henry Luce's magazines discovered LSD in 1954 and remained enthusiastic even as the drug was becoming popular with recreational users, frequently discussing the experience in an explicitly biblical framework. Scare stories were balanced with endorsements of LSD by professors, businessmen, and celebrities, and some articles even read like advertisements.
Many people have come to believe that the drug culture of the 1960s happened despite the CIA or Wall Street tycoons. But the facts show that it was the CIA and military intelligence that developed those drugs which users have come to see as their spiritual liberation. Additionally, by promoting drugs as a key to mental health, personal liberation, and even religious experiences, Henry Luce and Gordon Wasson were acting entirely as agents of the CIA and MKUltra.